All right. Are you working? Do a quick sound check to make sure. And we are working. All right. Back a little bit early, but want to see if we can't get done with the Realm Reborn patch stuff, because man, there's so much stuff in this patch. Not all of it great, but dang, there's just a lot. Hi, I'm here now. All right. At least until wife returns. All right, let's get Ifrit, Full of Embers Extreme going. Full of Embers Extreme. Okay. I thought that was it, but I wasn't sure. There. All right. Get some people going. Pietan, the dragons are routed. Lest you wonder, the fighting at the Still Vigil was also fierce. But my crystal braves are not found wanting. Commander Lavalier, Pietan, true to your word, you arrived to aid us in our hour of need. On behalf of the Holy See and the people of Ishgard, I offer you my humble thanks. Though I would stay and lavish you with well-deserved praise, I fear I must away to oversee the aftermath of the siege. Not all the dragons are fled, and now yet wounded to be carried from the field. Pray, let us meet anon, that I might express my thanks with the proper courtesy. We've indeed achieved a victory of singular importance. With the Dravanian horde this weakened and scattered, the threat to Ishgard has been greatly diminished. The Durranian horde thus weakened and scattered, the threat to Ishgard will be greatly diminished. And mayhap equally significant, the Holy See must also recognize the necessity of cooperation with foreign powers. Long after they barred their gates against the outside world, but I am confident that the day will soon come when Ishgard proclaims itself a member of the Eolian Alliance once more. Much have we sacrificed in our struggles against dragons and primals, the Ascians and the Empire, but step by unfaltering step, we march ever nearer to our goal. As ever, the journey is made with you in the van. The victory you've won this day gives us greater hope for tomorrow. The hope that will sustain us in the days to come, and bear us past the many evils we have yet to hinder our progress. Yes, we've done well, my friend, and I, for one, will take a moment to savor the enormity of our achievement. I hope I shall sustain us the days to come and bear us past the many evils that have yet to seek to hinder our progress. Yes, you've done well, my friend, and I, for one, will take a moment to savor the enormity of our achievement. The demands of duty, however, allow me little time for levity. I must accompany Captain Ilbert back to Ildar and reassign those braves whose squad suffered heavy losses. You, my friend, have earned a rest at the Rising Stones. Pray return to Remnant's Toll and share your tale with Nymphilia in person. Proceed to inform the other nations of what took place here. Do be sure to give our regards to Nymphilia. Near Colette. Alright. One, two, three, 5, 6, 7. We have 7. 7. Seven level 90s. Okay, this is going to be kind of one-sided. You're born of the strength of 1,000 raging infernos, that you vanquished him. I can offer you but not but praise. Bringer of light. Ever prepared for confrontation. Good. Those instincts serve us well as they serve you. What meaning hides within this constant pursuit of ever greater strength? Have you paused to dwell on its significance? However you might choose to justify your actions, it seems you have tested the very limits of these 3 primal avatars. Again, such furious response. Did we not make ourselves clear, as amusing as such might prove, we did not come to trade blows with you? This meeting is at an end. We must thank you for a most enlightening display. You've learned much. The destiny we seek draws closer. Ever closer. How much longer can you stem the tide of darkness, bringer of light? How well will you fare against the next god to reawaken? All right. So I got a whistle. A puff of darkness. And they can get an iPhone out. That's awesome. Awesome. Awesome music. I approve. Oh, dang it. I can't move while I'm also doing this. Hold on, let me land. I approve of the whistle. Good stuff. So the infernal primal has returned after all. It is well that you set out prepared for the worst. Come now, Pieter. You must describe your epic encounter in detail, that we might revise our tactics for future engagements. Any information could prove useful. Yeah, get a whole bunch of level 90 people and let them destroy it utterly. Oh no, that is an ominous relic. Well, the Amazon are known for their barbaric trinkets. I sense something is different about this one. I see. So it's the third such object you've discovered within the domain of a primal. It clearly seems feasible it played a role in Ifrit's enhanced volatility. Return with your trophy to the Waking Sands, and pray, bid Orianger to continue his investigations. Our eternal gratitude to you both. Oh man, good stuff. That was a good time. We have to do Leviathan next, I wonder. What would you like to talk about, Orianger? The report from the immortal flames hath flown before thee. Dost thou return once more, bearing a curious tool of ritual magics? I do, yes. Yes, this must clearly resemble the others. Oh yes, doth most closely resemble the others in form, and I dare say in function. The bone is, of course, Amuljan origin. The servants of darkness revealed themselves to thee. I am put in mind of Archon Loesoir's words. Yet ever shall primal desires burn. For burn they shall, with the Ascians ever toiling to stoke the fires. We are fortunate. Her careless taunting hath provided us with certainty, where before there only existed conjecture. It is unfortunate, however, that he slayest our primal foes, the beastmen seek to raise ever more ferocious gods, and now it seems that ceaseless ambitions are answered only by living sacrifice. Each ritual object thou dost recover as a manner of focus, a tool fashioned from the bones of a willing worshipper. These foci continued the vast etheric power generated by the fervent prayers of a beastman zealot in the moment of his death. Sorry, corresponding with the wife. This power was then poured into each primal during the rite of summoning, thus giving rise to the augmented avatar thou didst engage. To free us from the threat of the primals in truth, we must needs discover an escape from this endlessly escalating cycle of conflict. Such an answer will not, I fear, be readily attainable. But as long as understanding eludes us, there's no recourse but to continue with the slaying of primals. The aether they invariably hoard must be released back into the land. As the beastman deities wax ever more potent, it is a sad necessity that the nurturing of thine own strength cannot be ignored, an action that thou must take, even though it doth quicken the plans of the Peregrines. One of the paths to inexorable might hath ever been the pursuit of sturdy arms and armor, and in that endeavor I may be able to assist thee. Bull. Quest complete. Uyanja wishes to introduce you to a means of acquiring superior arms. If thou art to weather these constant clashes against ever more potent primals, then thou must perforce arm thyself with extraordinary weapons. I have concluded negotiations with one of Rowena, a merchant who doth abide at Revenant's Toll. In exchange for the ritual objects thou hast collected, she hath promised to provide thee with a selection from her stock of unique armaments. Why wouldst she consent to purchase these unsavory trophies? It is a simple question of infamy. Certain of her clientele are like to salivate at the very thought of possessing such forbidden items. There are few who can lay claim to the ownership of ritual tool employed at the summoning of a primal. There's no cause for alarm. Any power the objects once held has long since been surrendered to the summoned deities, and lest thou worry on my account, I've gleaned from them what wisdom we required. I return to thee these hard-won prizes. Hie thee to Revenant's Toll in Mordona, and see them swiftly into Rowena's hands. I'm gonna go straight there from here. There we go. No, I'm going the wrong way. Let's go the right way. This is a change of pace. Greetings, adventurer. So you're the one who hopes to trade some primal curiosities, are you? ONJ guaranteed their authenticity, so why don't you let old Rowena have a look at these ritual objects of yours? Carved from beastman bone, just as he described. Well, hardly lying if I said these trinkets didn't make my skin crawl like a diorite in my undergarments. In case you misunderstand, there's an expression of high praise, lad. My customers will be gutting each other in the streets for a chance to purchase your trophies. Show them to Lorania, my acquisitions officer, and she'll walk you through the transaction. Rowena, you promised me a life of an excitement in the exotic land of Mordona, and here I am stocking your shelves like a trained Oh, How can I help you, sir?
I think it's still disgusting. You want them?
Ugh, what the 7 unholy hells are these gruesome things? Beastman ritual tools? You adventurers are your penchant for stowing the most disgusting souvenirs in your packs. And that goes twice for Rowena wanting to stock the stuff, and thrice for addled customers for begging to buy it. Ugh. That's neither here nor there. Whatever it is that drives you folk also fills my purse with coin. Now, were you seeking to trade for aught in particular? Oh, the special weapons we deal in, is it? Here, take a few of these tokens, and you'll be able to exchange them for any arms you fancy. If you're one of these completionist types, then you'll no doubt want an entire armory of the things. Just bring me another set of the stomach-churning ritual tools, and I'll see you rewarded with more tokens. Best hop to it. Stocks the shelves with more ritual tools. Such a typical adventurer, powerless to resist the lure of our unique merchandise. Can I assume you're interested in earning more of Rowena's tokens? As it happens, you've been inundated with orders from wealthy fools who are desperate to decorate their manners with the ghastly primal summoning tools. And you, my friend, are our most trusted supplier. Bring me the goods in complete sets of 3 and we can do business. Let's see here. I don't know how this works. Oh well. Clear prison with undead velveteen. Okay, I don't need that right now, so let's go back to this. Peter, welcome back. Often all say a word of your siege, and of course of the role you played in ending it. Your deeds never cease to amaze me, Peter. Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Broken bridges. This seems low to put you through greater trouble soon after your great exertion.
You must be weary, Peter. And now may very well be our only chance to...
Antecedent. This is actually this voice. Yep. Hello. A message from Onda arrived with a missive for you.
The royal seal. Curious indeed. An invitation. On behalf of the Council of Eosian Alliance, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo ul Namo invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to attend a feast at the Royal Palace of Ul'dah in honor of Ishgard's recent victory. It would seem we are recognized for our part in lifting the siege. You for your valiant efforts as commander of the adventurers contingent, and the Archons for their earnest attempts to rouse the city-states. Truly, I find it strange the Alliance leaders should think themselves deserving of a place at such a celebration. All three refused to deploy their standing armies, preferring to send hastily assembled companies of sellswords, many of whom perished ere the siege began. Are they truly so brazen as to seek to share in the glory of your triumph? But mayhap they simply seek a pretext to meet with the Ishgardians, while the mood is yet jubilant. Such an occasion would present a fine opportunity to press for Ishgard's return to the Eorzean Alliance. We have scarce had time to mourn, Minbrida, and I, for one, am in no mood to carouse. But I suppose we must put away our grief for the good of the realm. Though you were promised rest, I fear I must insist that you also attend. It would be a strange celebration indeed if the victorious hero were not present. Pray, content yourself with the thought that such occasions may bring about momentous change, and thus without recourse for bloodshed. Tataru, would you do me the favor of contacting the rest of the Scions?
Of course, Aniseed, and please, let me know if there's anything else I can do.
Curious. I've never known Tataru to sigh such requests. Could not be amiss.
Quest accepted. Go talk to Tataru. She's not feeling it. Administrative decision accepted. Where is Tataru?
Tataru is conspicuous by her absence. Philomene?
Tataru? I believe she just stepped outside. Now that I think of it, she did seem rather preoccupied.
Alright, wife appears to be on her way, which would mean I lose the camera, so I'll be offline for like 2 minutes to get the camera situated. Tataru? There she is.
Oh, Peter, it's you. I didn't mean to worry anyone. It's nothing, really. Well, it's not nothing. Not exactly, but it feels like nothing compared to the towering trials you and the others face every day. That's why I should probably talk to Minfilia before things get any worse. Oh, you always know what to say, Peter. I'm glad we had this little chat.
He didn't really say anything, but I'm glad I could help.
Yes, Tataru. You have my undivided attention.
I've been hesitant to broach the subject, with all the recent excitement, but Peter made me realize there's no time like the present, and time's what I'm here to ask you for.
I'm not sure I understand. If you wish to be excused from your duties for a time, then you've certainly earned the rest. I suspect that lying abed is far from your intent.
You wouldn't know me too well, Aniseed. There is, in fact, something I've been wanting to try my hand at. Along with the adventurers and the Crystal Braves, the Scions are constantly being thrown into dangerous battles and deadly predicaments. Even Hoary Boulder and Kozana have been promoted to guard duty to fill our need for competent warriors. And so it seems only right that I, too, should acquire the power to defend myself, and others, more importantly. When I return, I shall be both your receptionist and your bodyguard.
Whoa, hey. It's the first time I've almost been knocked to the ground by a Lullafell. Never seen Miss Tatteroo so determined. Is that a fell which I might help with antecedent?
No, not at present. Thank you. Was there something you would ask of me?
Oh, yes. Pray excuse my distraction. An adventurer who was to join us for escort duty was injured while out on patrol, and I fear we cannot properly defend the scholars entrusted to our protection without the aid of at least one more guard. Therefore, I humbly request that another adventurer, of the capable kind, of course, be assigned to our party.
Very well. I shall consider the potential candidates and provide you with a replacement as soon as I'm able.
My thanks, antecedent. I will take my leave of you. Quest complete.
Unexpected ambition and where we are needed. And Philly's at a loss for words. The power to defend oneself. Tatteroo has been full of surprises. Now that I think of it, I do recall Oriange mentioning that she had developed an interest in arcanomia. Perhaps she hopes to gain admittance to the Arcanist Guild in Limsa. Well, yes, that may well be the way of it. Would you be so kind as to journey to the guild and see that all is well? It's doubtless unwarranted, but surely I'm not alone in my concern for her safety. It is eyeing you with a mixture of regret and desperation. I wonder, do you perchance recall the commitment I made to furnish Hoary Boulder with a capable adventurer? You see, you're the only adventurer I know. Well, I'm sorry to say that I have as yet been unable to do so. Now I really realize that you're rather more than a capable adventurer, but that escort duty is frankly beneath the man of your talents, but I have no one else to turn to at present. Might you be willing to forgo rest and assist us in this manner? No. Generous to a fault. I thank you, Pieter. Now, it seems only fair that I explain the import of the task in question. For some time, our order has employed a handful of scholars to travel around Eorzea, taking etheric readings that we might better understand the impact of primal summonings. Naturally, it behooves us to ensure our employees' safety, and so we ask the adventurers in our service to serve as escorts. Hoary Boulder and Cotonaire act as two of such escorts, as was a third adventurer. Alas, due to injury, said adventurer is not presently fit for duty. Hence my need to impose upon your goodwill. You truly are a pillar of strength, Pieter. A Peter of strength, if you will. Hoary Boulder will share with you the details of your task. He should be waiting for you outside. Be safe.
Okay. What's up, Hoary Boulder? Peter, is it true you agreed to lend us a hand? No. Huzzah. Well, what did I tell you, Cotonaire? Our misfortune has become a blessing. An opportunity to serve alongside the warrior of light himself. Need I remind you that we have 3 scholars to escort, each of whom will take a different route? True, but our mission will be the same. Separated by mobs we may be, but in spirit we shall be together. And such thoughts bring you joy, you're welcome to think them. To more practical concerns, Pieter, we would have you attend to the scholar charged with surveying the South Shroud. He's waiting at Camp Tranquil as we speak. All you need to do is follow the man. He will determine the most appropriate locations to take his readings. In spirit, Pieter, in spirit, we shall be together every step of the way. In spirit.
Alright, let's do unexpected ambition first.
Thank you. So I'm trying to join. It's like, no. No, you can't. Please. All right. I have no one calling me from California, so thank you very much. You know, I could have just turned around, but I got distracted. It was a nice saw. A little odd, but... at least she's underneath. There she is.
Peter, what are you doing here?
I'm here to look after you.
I didn't mean for her to worry. That's the last thing I wanted. Putting an end to such worries is precisely the reason I'm here, don't you see? I, Tataru Taru, shall become the great and powerful Arcanist. Now, at Mistress Turgim's behest, I must go and complete a special training exercise. Until we meet again.
I see. Does your training exercise involve fetching books or something? People seem to like your books. Hello, Kitty. Greetings and welcome to the Arcanist Guild. Do you require assistance? And so you're acquainted with our newest member. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but I fear young Tataru may not be ideally suited to study Arcanomia. Nevertheless, she would not be denied and goes now to undertake her first trial, a simulated inspection of 3 crates. A simple task, one some might say, but one all Arcanists are expected to complete. That occurs to me. Why not supervise Tataru's training? You're clearly an accomplished adventurer, and given your relationship with the girl, you seem an ideal person to have on hand. Her trial will be conducted at the cliffs south of Zephyr Gate. You need only observe at a distance. Yes, Kitty, I love you too. Cat's over here going, notice me, Senpai. You're right in front of me, Cat. I can't not notice you. Gonna watch her do the crate mission. Hi, Kitty.
Oh, Azure sees the pirate's port, where she meets her shining jewel, and to bring the snuggler gained a nut, comes the lass whom none could fool. Beat him with a backdraft, gut him with a gust, deck him with a downburst. Go, Carbuncle, go! Oh, those crates I spy. Oh, and this must be the true test. But we're ready for him, aren't we, Carbuncle?
That carbuncle is larger than you, Tataru. Oh no.
Carbuncle? Oh.
You got ditched. You just you versus a rat. Oh, versus multiple. Oh my gosh.
Oh, come back, Carbuncle, come back.
What is Tataru?
I should have known you'd come, Peter. You needn't say a word. Your face says it all. I know you bore witness to my shame. Betrayed by my own carbuncle and left to the mercy of wild beasts, I must accept the truth. I'll never be a warrior like you and the others. I'll inform Mistress Sarogim of my intention to withdraw from the guild. Arcanamia, much as so much everything else, is beyond me.
Poor girl. Poor sweet child.
Not a child, I'm 27.
Hey, look, it's yet more postal service. Thanks for your support. The Deputy Post Bugle wants to slip into something a little more comfortable.
Well, I met once again, Peter. Since you've been such an obedient assistant, I've got a reward for you, Kupo. No drunkards or ruffians to contend with this time. Just rest and relaxation. Tell me, Peter, what comes to mind when you think of Limsa Laminsa after pirates and wharf rats and watered-down grog, that is? Fish, Kupo. And there's nobody fishier, and I mean that in the nicest sense of the word, than Wawalago, the master of the Fishermen's Guild. Wawalago's been pitting his wits against the slipperiest fish of the 5 seas for longer than anyone can remember. Why, he's not unlike a fish himself, drifting along the stream of life without a care in the world. So I thought it'd be nice if you went down and got to know him. Lay down your weapons, put aside your worries, and take it easy for once. Oh, and while you're at it, you can take along this letter. I mean, you're going there either way, right? It's like catching 2 fish with 1 lure.
Deputy Post Bugle holds out a soil-stained letter suspiciously blemished with beak marks.
Peter, this very vassal I was looking for, Kupo, I need you to take a letter to Eugenia Spire in North Shroud, the wood where your dear leader, that's me, was born and raised. I need to be delivered to... It needs to be delivered to Maya Mulcut, leader of the White Rams. Officially, they're an offshoot of the God's Quiver, but in practice, they're Miss Mulcut's private army. The Ixil call her the Black Cat. Whenever she crosses their path, you make sure that they're sure to meet with an unfortunate end, Kupo. Truth be told, this isn't the first time we've tried to deliver this letter. I entrusted it with another subordinate of mine, the delivery Moogle, in his very first mission. He got chased away by the birdmen and fluttered back, hiding his face under his pom-pom. He simply wasn't cut out for such a trying task. But who is, I thought? Who best to dispatch into Ixil-infested forest and explain the letter's lateness to my fiery-tempered Miss Mulcut? Guess whose name sprung to mind? Here's the letter, Peter. Off you go. Off you pop, Kupo. Kupo? Kupo. Kapopo. Kapoo-poo? No, that's not right.
Back so soon. How fared our fledgling arcanist?
Abysmally, Mr. Thurgam. Abysmally. As Peter will testify, I was wrong to become an arcanist. Wrong as usual. I'm completely and utterly unqualified, and I sincerely apologize for wasting your time.
Tataru, if that were true, I would not have permitted you to join in the first place. We must all come to accept our limitations, lest our ambitions lead us astray. However, we must not lose sight of our strengths in the process. For example, your exceptional skills with numbers helped you gain a solid grasp of the fundamentals of Arcanemia. Were it not so, you wouldn't have been struggled even to summon Carbuncle to your side. In my opinion, the Scions are truly fortunate to have a capable and good-natured receptionist in their service. Would you not agree? Buh.
You're too kind, Mr. Thurgam. Though I could not overcome this challenge, I shall take your words to heart and try not to be discouraged.
Quest complete. All right. Tataru's considering your next course of action and how you might aid her in it.
As fetching as these garments are, I fear I shall never don them again. But I can't go back to the Rising Suns without something to show for my time away. Wait, I know what I can do. That is, if you don't mind accompanying me for a little while longer. Wonderful. Then off to Costa del Sol we go. It's a bit of a gamble, but I'm confident it'll pay off. Confident, yep, that's me. I got the most confident voice of all of Eorzea.
Come to me with the Master of the Fisherman's Guild? Then I'm the one you want, Wawalagu, at your service. You say you're a practicing postperson with a message marked for me? Well, let's have a look at the letter, then. A missive from my old mate Rawajaru. He's a trinket trader from Ul'dah, who supplies a certain something that supports and strengthens seafood stocks. Now, since we're set on some of his special support of the seabed, fishermen's bottoms been swimming with shrimp and groaning with gobies. Never heard hide nor hair from him since the calamity hit. It's heartening indeed to know he's hale and healthy. It seems the old dog's still desperate to do deals. Says he wants to trade one of the treasures in his infrequently found fish. Business must be bad if he's bartering with the best brash for a bass. Any road, perhaps you could do me a favor while I'm out readying my rod. Do me a favor while I ready my rod. Where Rajaru's boat should be berthed down at the docks. Could you head over and hand him this note? I have marked out a map to where this fishy fences can be found. Tell him to meet me there and we'll do the deal. We'll do it, all right? Oh, yes. Without a doubt. I probably just freaking there. Or Jaro. Good God, must be the sea so damned wavy. My stomach's churning, my legs are like jelly, and don't get me started on my poor old back. Thal knows how I'm gonna haul this blasted crate all the way to the Fisherman's Guild. Oh, you got a letter for me? You can have it. Well, I'll be. Wawalago's agreed to my offer. I knew he wouldn't let me down. If I could feel it in my bones. Looks like my luck's finally turned. By this time next year, I'll be a gillionaire. Ah, look at me, getting all carried away, and I haven't even introduced myself. Rawajaru, purveyor of the finest silks, the most exotic perfumes, and the rarest curiosities in all of Ul'dah. At least I was, until the calamity took all that away from me. My whole warehouse... I almost said something entirely different. My whole warehouse went up in smoke, and my fortune with it. I tried everything to get my foot back in the ladder, but I was cheated at every turn. Lumbered with dodgy gil and ended up getting deeper and deeper into debt. Now all I've got left are the clothes of my aching back and this rotten box. I'm just about to declare myself bankrupt, And then I got wind of a tasty tidbit of gossip that set my business brain in motion. There's this fellow in Eldar, you see, a real grandee. I knew him back when I was someone who knew people. Turns out he's got a thing for exotic fish, and he'll pay through the snout for anything suitably rare. That's when I thought of Wawalago. He's the greatest fisherman in Limsa Laminsa, and an old friend to boot. Plus, he's the only one who appreciates the true value of the thing I got in my box. I haven't got the gill or the skill to bring back that kind of fish I need without him. Nor do I have the legs or the back to lug this chest all the way down to Candlequay. But say, you're a sort of delivery man, right? Could you help a feather out? I can't pay you anything now, but I remember you when I come rolling in.
Of course. And I hear the waifu, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream. I will pick this back up later. Maybe about 30 minutes from now. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day if I don't see you again.